So the baby woke up, but yeah, I had to settle her down real quick. But that's one of the reasons why I haven't been able to make mukbangs either, is because I honestly don't like to make mukbangs when my kids are home, or when I have to like I hate shooing my kids away, and I don't like, I hate like when I'm doing a mukbang and having to have the kids like, okay, go upstairs, like go, and I don't really want them in my mukbangs, because as it is, I already get a lot of disrespect on my channel, and I would really hate, I've went through this before, I would really hate for people to say anything bad about my kids, or to say anything bad about me being a mother. So that's the reason why I don't I'm really lenient on it, but I try not to have my kids in my videos. I try, but they're a part of my life, so it's inevitable that they're gonna be on my channel. But anyways, so this is like some real raw chunky right here, because I literally have no makeup on. Like I put this makeup on in the morning to take my kids to school, but I literally just put on eyeliner, and I just did my eyebrows real quick. I don't even have like foundation on or anything, or any lipstick, and my lips are hella dry, and my hair is hella oily. But hey, fuck it, it all happens to everybody. Like, it happens. People fucking are crusty sometimes. But yeah, that's just life. So I just wanted to get this update up to tell you guys I've been really thinking about it hard, and I've just been like, you know what, like I think that's honestly it. Like, I told my dad, okay, here's the situation. Let me try to go over it with you guys, okay? It's officially, I think my relationship with him, I think I'm officially done with trying to make it work. I'm done with trying to mend it, or trying to like get some closure from it. Like, I'm totally done with that shit, because it just never works out, and he just ends up just like, you know, he's like, I said it before in a video long ago in the beginning, I said he's like a very non-confrontational type of person, so he just doesn't like confrontation. And like, I'm not gonna push it anymore. It's just like, before I gave up on the situation, like before I just was done with it, which I don't know how. Honestly, I'm just, oh my god, I'm just confused now. Honestly, now that I just thought about it, I'm like, yo, like I have to still see him, you know? Like, there's no way that I can't see him, or I could stay away from him, because, you know, my brothers are still talking to him. My brothers are still I don't know, because my brothers talk to my mom, my dad is able to have a relationship with my brothers, basically. So because my brothers talk to my mother, which honestly, like, they say it straight up to me, like, hey, we don't really like the way mom is, we don't really like what she does, we're not for it, we don't support it. But in reality, they have to talk, because then they can't talk to my dad, and they want a relationship with my dad. And if they don't talk to my mom, then they don't talk to my dad. And that was something that I was able to give up. Like, when I made the decision to stop talking to my biological mother, I was like, hey, you know what, if I have to let go of my dad, if I have to let go of whoever is around her, just so that I could be free as a woman, then so be it. I could take it. Hey, I'm just gonna have to move on, and I'm a strong ass person. I've survived a lot. I'll be able to survive this. You know, as a woman, I'm gonna be okay. This is just something that I'm going through right now, and I'm trying to figure out, because of the close contact, and him being around, and him living in my area, and him being around my brothers and stuff like that. That's just something that I have to deal with. I don't think that it was okay for him to know how my mom was physically abusing me, how my mom was mentally abusing me. all the bad shit that she has done, I don't think it was right for him just to sit there and just to let it happen. I almost had a glimmer of hope, like when this last incident she pulled on me and came to my house and almost ran my daughter over. And that's a whole nother story. I don't even know if I've said that story, but I'm probably not, because I'm just speaking off of emotion right now, and I don't want to get into it because I don't want any attention from her. Like, I don't want her thinking I'm intentionally doing something to her, because I don't want any fucking attention from her. Like, I don't want anything from her. Like, I don't want anything negative or anything positive. Like, I want to be left alone. I want my name out of her mouth. I want myself, I just want to be left alone from the bad spirits. Like, honestly, when I stopped talking to her, so many good things happened to me. So many good things. And it was just crazy. As soon as I got her out of my life, a lot of blessings came pouring on me. And I'm just like, you know what? Like, this is just a sign from God. Like, you could, if you don't like somebody, or you get in a fight with somebody, there's no reason to hate on them. There's no reason to speak negatively about them or think that you need to get revenge on them. There's no reason. And I'm such a grown woman now that I know that you don't need to get revenge on people. You don't need to do something bad to a person. Basically, you can't make your own karma. Karma's gonna come and get you. Whether you want to call it karma, or whether you want to call it God punishing you. You can't think that you could say something about a person, spread a rumor about a person, do something bad to a person, and think that you're gonna get away with it. Because believe me, you're not. And my 28 years of life, almost 29, I've learned and I've seen and I observed my whole life that karma is a bitch, and karma will get you. Leave it alone. Whether you want to call it karma, whether you want to call it God, God will come and get you. Whether it's God, whether it's karma, whatever it is, it will come and get you. It's just simply the universe. Simply the universe will come back. If you put bad negative out there, bad negative is going to come back to you, okay? And that's just plain and simple. So that's why I don't speak bad about her. I don't speak on her at all. I don't think about her at all. I'm thinking about my father right now. And because that is my dad. That is my dad. That is the man that his blood is running through my veins. And in every woman's life, in every person's life, sorry, I had to open the door and I am in the restroom. Whew, it was getting hot in here. It's like a sauna in here. But in every person's life, I'm sorry that I'm shaking the camera. In every person's life, especially a young person, I'm 28, I'm still young, I don't give a fuck, 28 years old, I'm finally thinking about the situation. And everybody, I'm sure, has had this, you know, a time in their life where they had to determine what they want to do with their parents. You know, if you didn't have a good life with your parents, if you never met your parents, if you're just meeting your parents and you're just bringing them back into your life, everybody has a situation that goes on with their parents. If they were not fortunate enough to have a good relationship with them. And unfortunately for me, but fortunately, I was able to have two people that were able to take me and be good parents to me. But you know, I got to deal with my other side, and I got to deal with, you know, that in my head right now. And honestly, I had a confrontation with my dad which ran on emotions, and all I told him was, look, somebody contacted me about a Facebook that had his name, that had his picture, and they messaged me and they told me, they were talking to me regularly, and then they were asking me, how is my relationship with my dad? Like, I see that we're fighting or something, or we're not doing good. And I'm just like, My dad, first of all, doesn't have a Facebook. Second of all, my dad does not post on Facebook. My dad doesn't. He just doesn't. He doesn't have any social media. He's not that type of a man. He's a simple, plain, non-confrontational type of man. So he would not talk bad about me. Me and him are like, I just know that he wouldn't. And I knew automatically it was, who else? My biological mother. I knew it was her. I knew it right away because I know my dad doesn't have Facebook. And I've seen that she's tried to make a Facebook of him before. So I just told him, like, this is what it is. My friend contacted me, said you were talking about me. It was your name. It was your picture. Like, what's going on? And he was just like, well, I wouldn't do that. Well, I wouldn't do that. And I was just like, I got angry. My blood pressure went up. I started to want to cry. And I was like, yeah, I wonder who would want to do it. And I just walked away. I couldn't talk to him anymore because I started shaking. I got so angry because he knows who it was. But I'm shaking right now. I'm holding my camera and I'm shaking because it's just like, why don't people know how to leave me the fuck alone? Like, just leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone. Leave my name, leave my family, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I leave you alone. I don't talk about you. Right now I'm speaking to my biological mother because honestly, she probably watches these videos. She probably talks shit about me. She says shit about me. It's just like, why? Like, why? The universe is gonna take care of it. I don't have to do anything. Like, I'm gonna sit back, relax, and just now think about what I'm gonna do about my dad. And honestly, it's just like probably just gonna end my relationship with him too. I mean, that's pretty much all I could do. I've tried to salvage it. I tried to talk about it with him. I've tried and I think it's done. And it almost feels like a breakup. Like, when I say it, like, I think it's done. I'm shaking. I'm holding the camera and I'm shaking. But I honestly just think it's done. I think it's over. I think I'm done with it. I'm done with the situation. And I'm just gonna live my life. I'm just gonna go about it like he never existed. He hasn't came around to see his grandchildren, so they don't even know him as grandpa anymore. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like, there probably won't be no more hearing about him unless I get the balls to talk to him, or I ever get to talk to him. But I just don't even want to, like, or he gets the balls to talk to me. But just an update. I think that is over. It's done with.